This is WCR 42069 coming at you. R.I.P. Mr. Gene Hackman.
And his wife.
If there's one thing we've been preaching this entire time, and it pertains to the Gene Hackman situation, test your fucking cocaine.
No.
Test your cocaine. You think you have
He's
a better...
not doing cocaine. He's 95.
You think you have a better cocaine dealer than Mr. Gene Hackman? I think not. You know, something's very interesting is that I saw on Reddit. It's not interesting at all.
What about the dog? Is he snorting coke?
It was a German Shepherd. The dog was a Nazi. Quite frankly, it's good that it's dead.
You don't know that.
It's good that it's dead. It was bred from Hitler's personal line of German Shepherds. And quite frankly, I'll tell you this. Kanye West is putting out a shirt with that dog on it. So,
yay.
That's all I'll say. Because
has he switched sides?
Kanye West is a huge... I just saw a video of him wearing a swastika t-shirt this evening.
Kanye West is a Nazi?
Kind of.
You're telling me?
Yeah.
He's part of the party or whatever?
I don't know what Kanye's doing, but I do know that he's got to have a hog on him because I do not have a hog on me. It's kind of thick, but it's not super long.
I'm satisfied.
I appreciate that you're satisfied. I appreciate that. I put in a lot of work elsewhere and with the hog, but I'm saying that...
I don't know where you're going with this.
This is where I'm going with it, is that you have to be well endowed to let your wife go out in public like that. I mean, that's just a real thing.
I think they're getting a divorce, I heard.
Because he's letting her go out in public like that. And he's like, because inside every guy, there's like a thing like, oh, I want my girlfriend to be a slut. Mm-hmm. But then in practice, you're like, oh my God, I'm married to a slut. Yeah, you don't want that.
You want him to be a slut for you.
That's exactly correct.
In private, a private slut.
And that's basically what this podcast is about. Mm-hmm. Christianity and how to make your wife a slut for you while still following Christ's teachings.
All I can think about is Ashley Madison, the Ashley Madison documentary.
Oh, if you guys haven't checked it out, was that on Hulu or Netflix?
No, it was on Netflix.
On Netflix. There was a website called Ashley Madison where men could go.
It still exists. They said it in the documentary. It's still up and running.
I missed the whole third episode pretty much, except for that guy and his wife were back together.
God did it for him.
And that's great. Because not only did he lie to his wife and then he had a series of affairs because he was maybe the most sociopathic person I've ever seen. He had a series of affairs with women. He was an ER. He kept
saying he wanted to be desired.
That, you know what the scariest part of all of that was is that he was an ER nurse.
Yeah.
When I was watching that, I was like, holy fuck, they're leaving people's lives in this man's hands. And he's in the bathroom doing duck face and scrubs. That was insane.
Oh my God. Then one lady's husband killed himself.
Good. So then
it's not good to be on this website. It's a website to actively cheat on your spouse.
So he's a nurse. He's an ER nurse. He's having a bunch of affairs with a bunch of women. And then what happens? He decides, you know what? I'm going to start a family vlog on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And he goes viral. And then he gets the satisfaction that he was getting sexually. He gets that elsewhere.
He gets it elsewhere, and he gets it from the YouTube viewers of his Christian life vlog.
I was going to say he's also like pushing the Christianity lifestyle. So it's not like he's just vlogging. This man is like godly, preaching godliness as well.
And the craziest thing is he's got maybe the best wife of all time.
Yeah, this poor woman.
This normal-looking woman.
Can't even say that. It's her choice.
This normal-looking woman. She's standing beside him. He said he even goes out of his way to say, it wasn't about the sex because, believe me, my wife was satisfying me sexually. And then the night that it comes out, that because hackers got into Ashley Madison, the night that it comes out, she goes, I was really upset, but But he didn't
tell her the full truth at first. He just said, yeah, I signed up.
And that's an important part of it.
He was a liar.
I appreciate you saying that. Guys, we've little backstory real quick. We've had the flu for going on 14 days now. We're coming out of the flu. Tonight's the first night we can drink, and I'm feeling warm.
We're drunk.
And fuzzy. So I'm going to miss some things here. So
well, you didn't watch a lot of it too, so.
Oh, I missed the third episode, yeah, because I was preparing for the show. As you can tell, it's clearly a highly produced show. So he tells her, hey, my email is on this cheating site, but I've never done anything.
He said, I was just messaging the women. I never met up with anybody. I've never cheated on you during our relationship.
As they're getting on a flight, they're in a Chili's. Shout out Chili's Glory Hole, Timonium, Maryland.
They're going to a vlogger convention somewhere.
Yeah, where we need to be. Quite frankly.
No, we're not vloggers.
No, we're roggers.
Roggers.
Roggers. Yeah, raw doggers. That's what we are. Going on 10 years now.
Yeah.
Going on 10 years. Almost immediately. Rogging.
Okay.
Rogging. I mean, like one time, not rogging. But then they're in a Chili's.
And he knows he's about to get exposed. So he just tells her, like, hey.
Yeah.
Some not cool stuff happened. She's like, okay.
You know what was really not Christ-like of me now that I think about it?
Yeah.
That time that I bent a woman over in a truck stop bathroom.
That's not what he said, though. He lied to her at first.
Yeah. You know what was really not godly of me? Pulling my pud in that truck stop bathroom while I was sexting with a woman. And then they get on the flight and she's like, I was really upset during that flight. Now, I've never been on a plane. I'm terrified of flying. We've covered that extensively. But then it cuts to her giving an interview and she goes, I was the best wife. And I was still intimate with him that night. This man told his wife that she cheated.
He cheated.
That he cheated. Like I said, I've had a lot of drinks.
No, but he did tell her she was pregnant somehow. I'm not really sure how that worked.
Okay, so
one of the ways he got viral. Did he like stick the pregnancy test in the fucking pee or something?
That was one of the ways that he went viral. Yes, that was. I believe that's one of the ways that he went viral. Was here's what happened. Okay, I actually watched this part so I can go back and tell you. Okay,
stop.
Here's what happened. Okay, he decides.
Open your fucking eyes.
No. He decides, I need to make a YouTube video. So I don't know why he's Asian now.
What? He's white. He's so white.
He goes, I need to make a YouTube video. So what he does here is that he clearly colludes with his wife to make a fake YouTube video because it's fucking bullshit, okay? And then what he does is he waits for his wife to piss, and for some reason she's not flushing her piss. He goes in with an eyedropper.
There's a ruler.
He's taking methylene blue because he wants to make sure he's healthy. He's got COVID. He's like, I need to make sure that I'm on point here. He goes in, he takes the eyedropper from his methylene blue. He sticks it in the piss-soaked toilet, which, by the way, okay, you're supposed to piss. This guy's a nurse, by the way, so you think he'd know this. You're supposed to piss direct stream into my mouth. No, onto the.
You wouldn't know.
No, I've never been.
You've never tested on a pregnancy.
Oh, you've. By the way, how many times in our relationship have you come out in the morning while I'm still sleeping, woken me up and go, "Hey, I'm not pregnant," and I go, "Great, I wasn't even. That wasn't even."
I feel like maybe a handful of times.
That's too many. Express your concern before you take the test in secrecy under the cover of nightfall.
Most of the time, it's morning.
Before I'm awake. It's like
you don't wake up. You're never awake.
3:45. You're like, hey, I'm not pregnant. And I'm like,
that has never happened.
I'm like, what? That has happened so many times. So he takes this methylene blue eyedropper. He sucks up this diluted fucking piss, which, by the way, in the video, she needs to see a doctor. It's brown. Okay? The fucking piss is the color of Newcastle brown ale.
Maybe that's what happens when you get pregnant. Your pee turns brown.
I wouldn't know because my woman has constantly let me know she's not pregnant. Okay? So then...
My piss is clear. I'm hydrated.
That's how I like my bitches. I've long said that. I've been on record since I was a young man.
Yeah, he said I want in life. I
need my bitches, number one, hydrated, and they gotta have the right amount of electrolytes. My bitches' electrolytes. Let me tell you something. If I'm with a bitch, sorry, your dad's texting me. If I'm with a bitch,
he can sense that you're calling me a bitch.
Oh no, it has nothing to do
No,
with
he
that.
wouldn't care.
He thinks you're a bitch too.
He calls me a bitch all the
He'll
time.
be like, bitch. Here, this is a text from your dad real quick. Here, Matt Stanford. By the way, Matt Stanford, his name's Matthew Stafford.
Even I know that.
Here, Matt Stanford talked to the Raiders and Giants, stayed in LA, winky face. Okay. Your father is constantly adding winky faces to text to me. He'll be like,
he does it to me too.
Drove past a tar plant today, winky face. And I'm like, okay.
What about the other day? He goes, I shit the bed, winky face.
Oh,
Got
you
a
aired that out.
colonoscopy.
You aired that out. He
I
didn't
don't give
know.
a fuck. He told me. I said, I didn't want to know that, sir.
So I don't even know where I was.
Ashley
He takes the diluted piss, he puts it on a fucking pregnancy test, and then he walks up to her.
himself.
He shows her, and she goes, ha ha ha, would you bring one home? Because he's a nurse. He goes, no. And then the next line this dumb bitch says, this dumb fucking bitch, she goes, what, did you take a dropper and take some of my pee out of the toilet? And he goes, yes, you're pregnant. And then they have some sort of embrace. It made my dick curl up and roll up inside of me into my abdomen.
It was really forced. All of the vloggers all of the vlogs that they.
Mhm.
Also, the whole time they're showing us these people separate, and we're thinking, oh, they didn't end up together.
No.
But in the end, they do.
In the end, they do
Spoiler,
end up together.
They're still together.
Because they're better together. And that's what...
That's what the wife believed.
Well, there are some things that are just better together. And that brings me to...
Peanut butter and jelly.
The filet thermidor from Bonefish Grill, which is, quite frankly, dominating my life. Now, before we get into the filet thermidor...
Where'd you have it?
I'm having a blast from the past currently. And I can't even think straight. So, it's no secret. We have the Fifth Element.
Is it because of the Fifth Element?
We have the fucking Fifth Element on in the background. I hate this stupid fucking movie. It's one of Lauren and her father's favorite movies. I can't even make it through this dumb fuck spandex wearing bowl cut ass movie. I hate it. Yeah, you look over and there's a guy with a soul patch and a bowl cut. Stupidest fucking movie of all time.
Scalp.
Can't stand this fucking movie.
I love it.
It's no secret. We've covered it extensively. I grew up a quite chubby child.
Oh, I thought you were going to say white trash.
I grew up so chubby and I had so little comfort in material things other than food. And I look back, and this is no secret. You can ask me, you can ask Lauren. I can remember what my life was like during promotional releases of fast food restaurants.
I know where this is going.
Limited releases of fast food restaurants. You go, oh my God, the BK Stackers. That was the summer between 6th and 7th grade when I was in summer school and I had the BK Stackers came out.
Yeah.
The summer between 5th and 6th grade is when the Burger King came out with Star Wars toys, and me and my Uncle Matt collected them all.
Are these all Burger King related promotions?
No, not all of them. No, I remember the Mighty Kids meal with the Tony Hawk toys. I was very big into that. Was like a thing my family did. We would collect fast food promotional items, glasses, stuff like that. I swear to God, one of my earliest memories is when the KFC in Westminster was not just a KFC A&W. It was a KFC Long John Silver's.
Yeah.
And the original Star Wars came out, and we went over there. When I was a kid, it felt like it was midnight, but it was probably like 8 o'clock. It was just dark.
Yeah.
The night it came out, and we got the promotional cups.
Wow.
So,
it's not there anymore. It's a Sonic now.
No. But my favorite promotional burger of all time was the A1 Steakhouse burger because it comes with thick and hearty A1, which is my favorite condiment of all time.
Yes.
And I've gotten word. I've received communication from deep in the processing plant.
The snack processing plant?
The Burger King processing plant that on March 6th.
That's Thursday of next week.
Believe me, I know. My long-awaited A1 Steakhouse burger with peppercorn sauce and thick and hearty A1 sauce and crispy French fried onions is making its way back.
Wow.
So I will be breaking every bit of discipline that I have and I may die next Thursday. There may be no show next Friday because you might find me at the Burger King dead.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Why'd you just touch and move
I'm
my
afraid
beer?
that you're going to hit it because you're all spastic with your hands. You're talking with them and stuff.
First of all, don't ever touch my drink. Second of all, don't ever assume that I can't control my movements. Number 2. And number 3, how dare you? Okay, that's where we're at. Gene Hackman didn't die for you to fucking move my drinks around like it's a Ouija board.
I'm afraid of you.
You're taking my drink and you're moving it like you're channeling a dead person on a Ouija board. Don't lay another fucking finger on my drink. We had a dinner with a celebrity friend of mine the other night. Now you might be asking yourself, is that real? Yes. I have a friend who is turning into a bit of a celebrity. Now, I used to do stand-up comedy. Lauren has been around since I started doing stand-up comedy. I don't do stand-up comedy anymore.
No.
I'm now a serious internet broadcaster.
A radio star.
Internet radio broadcaster a la Ron and Fez, a la Red Bar Radio, who Lauren hates.
Hey, now.
I told Lauren that I spent $11 on Red Bar's Scars Club per month, and Lauren said, "Can you not just go in the bathroom and say slurs into the mirror? Why are we giving this man $11?" And I said,
"Seems like a little much."
You clearly don't get it, but I'm more of a Ron and Fez guy. So, I have a friend named Parker. Now, I met Parker doing stand-up comedy almost a decade ago. The first night I met him, I hated his guts because he wore a shirt from a local private school.
Where he went.
He was very, very funny. He still is he's gotten 1,000 times funnier, and he was so funny when I met him. And when we met him, you were there that night I met him, and I hated him. And then we became friends, and I really appreciate Parker because he really is a funny person. And he recently started dating a woman, Carly. Shout out to Carly. That's how I remember her. I have to remember people from shows like Parker Brown, Game of Thrones. That's how I remember his name. Game of Thrones. Peter Dinklage.
Fucked up.
It's all right.
He is short.
He's said some really mean things about me previously.
Oh.
Actually,
he's always been quite nice.
Yeah, no, he's only ever been nice to me. I'm drunk. But Carly, he started dating a woman. We've gone to dinner with them. They're both very interesting people. She has a very interesting job. Now, in addition to being one of the funniest comedians of all time, and believe me, everyone's going to know about Parker shortly. He just won the Magoobies Comedian of the Year competition. If you know previous winners of the Magoobies Comedian of the Year competition, Shane Gillis and Stavros Halkias, 2 of the biggest comedians in the world.
From Baltimore? No, Shane is from what?
Shane is from
Harrisburg?
Mechanics. Yeah, Harrisburg, Mechanicsburg. But and about 4 to 5 years after they won, it's like a momentum builder.
Yeah.
Parker is going to be huge. He's one of the funniest people ever. I implore
we
you
put
to,
you on. Just know that.
Implore you to follow him, Parker Brown Comedy. You will not regret seeing him live. We've done 100 shows together. He's the best guy ever. So we went to dinner with him and his girlfriend, as we've done a couple times.
3 weeks out.
Yeah, I had to contact his manager, and we went to the Bonefish Grill. Last time we went to the Outback. This time we went to the Bonefish Grill. We're doing a tour of chain restaurants.
Yes.
Now, it was a little tricky getting out of the car and getting into the restaurant due to all of the flash bulbs.
Yeah, we had to do a little hiding and shielding and
the paparazzi. We all formed a circle around Parker and covered him like he was Harriet the Spy with a raincoat. We kind of just draped him as we walked into the Bonefish Grill.
Harriet the Spy died.
Yeah, R.I.P. Gene Hackman. So... and his Asian wife. I believe her name was Suki Lee.
No. I think it was Alice something, wasn't it?
No. Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure.
No.
I don't know. I'm not claiming to know anything. I just thought that I saw it was like something with an A.
No, it couldn't have been. So, we get Parker in the restaurant. The paparazzi, they make the paparazzi wait outside.
Of course, Bonefish is classy.
Bonefish goes, this is a haven for you. You're here for now. By the way, the restaurant's packed.
There was nobody there.
No, the restaurant, there's standing room only. As a matter of fact, we have to, once we get into the revolving doors of the Bonefish, because it's a revolving door situation.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
You get it. They go, Mr. Brown, we have your table waiting, and we have to clear our way through a crowd of people the way that a snowplow would clear through a snow bank.
Everyone's cheering. You should do the cheer.
Yeah, there were. I'm not going to do any sound effects tonight, but we did have to move our way through a crowd of people, and people were spilling left and right. And there was a man in a tuxedo who worked specifically for the Bone Grill, and
Bone Grill.
The Bone Grill is how I'll hence be knowing it.
What are you saying?
There's a man in a tuxedo with a hand towel folded over his arm, and he says, "Mr. Brown, and your guests, your lovely guests here. Wow, it's a beautiful night. Let's take you to your table." And he takes us to a lovely table,
Lovely.
The best table in the house, which is they had for Mr. Brown. So we sit down. Now because I have some sort of weird quirks, I had already planned my entire meal because I can't go into a restaurant and wing it. I just simply won't do it. I can sometimes, if it's a place we've been several times, I can narrow it down to 2 items and then go, when we get there, I'll hit the ground running and I'll feel it out.
Chili's. You love Chili's.
I do love Chili's, but I only get one thing at Chili's.
I know what you want.
Well, you said that because it's a commercial on TV, but you have to remember this is a radio show.
I'm not waiting for you to get to your fucking point.
Well, I couldn't tell because you said Chili's in the middle of a story about Bone Grill.
You're saying it's Bonefish.
I've decided that there's no need to say fish in the middle.
It's primarily what they serve.
Well, really, because I didn't have a single piece of fish.
You had lobster and crab.
That's not fit. Last time I checked, lobster
Still,
and crab were
it lives
crustaceans.
In the sea. It lives in the sea with fish.
For someone who has a biology degree, you certainly don't know a lot about crustaceans and fish.
No, because I didn't study the ocean animals. I studied the land.
Tell me your favorite land animal.
You already know.
No, not the giraffe, because you always say the giraffe, and the
But
giraffes
that is
are nice.
my favorite.
That's fine, but the American land animal, what's your favorite American land animal? Because the African land animals are fine, they're great, whatever, but you have to go to a zoo to see them.
You have to go to you want me to name my favorite local animal?
Yeah,
like from outside?
Yeah.
A possum.
That's fucking insane. We
They're
never
cute.
see them. They're not around here.
Yeah, they are. They're everywhere.
The last time I saw a possum in person was before I started dating you, which was a decade ago. I saw a possum. The last time I saw a possum was in 2014 beside my grandparents' house on that long road where that farm was, where we saw that cow whose pussy had fallen out that one time.
It was an asshole, I thought.
No, it was its pussy.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was dragging on the ground and it was getting covered in dirt, and I was like, do we call someone?
There was a farm beside my grandparents' house. We went for a walk, I believe, to smoke weed.
No, it was just because we were tired of being in the basement.
Okay, so we were tired of being in the basement, which means we had just had sex. So we left and we went for a walk, and there was a fence. And among this fence, you see this cow with a pink sock. With all of its stuff hanging out. So we come inside and we tell my grandfather, hey, there's something wrong with this cow. And he's like, okay.
Yeah, no one really thought that it was a problem but us.
Yeah, and he said, go down and tell them. So we drove. Did we walk or did we drive?
Yeah, no, we did. We drove down there, and I think people were on the
people were outside baling hay or something.
And we were like, something's wrong with
I
your
was
cow.
like, hey, there's a cow up there whose pussy has fallen out. And they were like, okay.
No, I think they were like, we know.
Yeah, they were, yeah,
And we
you're
were
right.
like, but it's dragging on the ground.
It's getting dirty. There's a lot of flies on it. And they were like, okay, that's fine.
Look, we don't know anything about raising cows or being on a farm, but I didn't think that was right.
What I do know is that there was a beautiful lobster thermidor at the Bone Grill on
Top of a steak.
On top of a steak. Now, this is what happened. is that I ordered a filet thermidor. Now, I've never had lobster thermidor. I don't order lobster out. I don't order any seafood out typically. I don't.
You got lobster bisque in the fridge.
I do have lobster bisque in the fridge that's not ordering out. Stop equating things with non-equatable things. I don't order lobster out. Okay. I order a filet, I ask them to cook it medium rare. It comes out rare. That's fine. I'll eat raw beef. I don't give a fuck. And it has this sauce over it. This delectable crab and lobster sauce. Now, because I wasn't fucking born yesterday and I'm not a fucking gamook, I ordered 2 starchy sides. I ordered French fries
and fucking mashed potatoes.
And mashed potatoes because I knew this was going to be a very saucy dish. And as I suspected, it was a very saucy dish. And the starches accompanied it well. And then Parker disappeared for some time. Parker disappeared from the table. He said he was going to the bathroom. Do you remember this part?
Dessert?
It was after dinner, before dessert. Parker said, I've got to use the restroom. He left.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone for maybe 20 minutes. I can't find him. This is how good of a person it is. I can't find him. He's not in the bathroom. I go outside, and he is washing the feet of the paparazzi that had previously been trying to take pictures of him. He's outside. He's scrubbing with some sort of handheld brush that he had brought from home. And it turns out that that's just what he does everywhere he goes.
I heard he took pictures of himself for him, too.
Yeah,
He did selfies.
While he was washing the feet, he said, hey, I don't want credit for washing your feet. He takes the DSLRs, the nice cameras. He takes a selfie. He puts it back around the neck of the paparazzi.
He gives him a kiss.
He goes, he goes, I hope that you had a fantastic time tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I've ordered meals for all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And
treated them all to the thermidor.
The thermidor, he goes, hey, listen, I ordered like a fucking retard.
He ordered fish at the Bonefish.
I ordered wrong, like a retard. I got orange roughy or some
I don't know,
stupid
he got
bullshit.
some sort of fish.
Hey, listen, not everyone knows what to order. My friend Caleb, refined palate, knows what to order everywhere because he does research ahead of time.
Yeah.
I like to live by the seat of my pants. I'm a world famous comedian, but I also don't know how to order food. I order food based off of...
Some people like fish. Also, he's a chef, isn't he, too? Isn't he like a little sidekick?
He's a very good cook, but I do not think that he knows how to order. Once again, you're equating things that aren't equatable. Knowing how to cook doesn't mean that you know how to order at a restaurant, you know?
I would assume that it would.
I disagree entirely. Just because he knows how to cook something at home, he doesn't know how to prepare a beautiful filet with thermidor sauce. He wouldn't know how to do that. Last I heard, he's making lasagnas and shit like that, which is fine.
That's hard.
And that's fine. That's fine. Some people aren't meant... Look, listen. The every Joe, every man Joe is not supposed to be
the
able...
average Joe.
Every man Joe.
You're combining two different things.
You're equating things that aren't equatable all night. Now you want to talk about me.
That's your favorite word, isn't it?
What's my favorite word? That's not my favorite word. That's a brand from Walmart. My favorite word, if I had to pick one favorite word, no.
Oh, that's mine.
That's dirty. See, that's what every man wants his wife to be a slut until she says her favorite word's fuck.
I'm not saying it in terms of like fucking. I'm saying it like I use the word fuck all the time.
In fact, you use motherfucker more than anything.
You're right.
Jesus
Christ might be the second.
Jesus Christ, yeah, I don't like that.
What
do you think my What do you think my favorite word is? Go ahead.
Is it something that is it something you use often, or is it just a word that you enjoy?
Well, let's go both ways. You tell me, what is the phrase that I use most often, do you think?
Oh, God damn it.
You think that's what I say the most? Oh, God damn it.
You say that a lot.
Well, there's a lot of stuff going wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then what do you think my favorite word is? You'll never guess it. It starts with a P, and it's not pussy.
Damn.
It starts with P and then a vowel.
That could be anything. What's the ending?
An E. A CATE. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Keep thinking. Ding dong.
Punctuate?
Ooh, close. But there's no CATE at the end of punctuate.
CATE. Oh, you're right.
Pontificate.
Pontificate.
Pontificate. That's just a nice word. And every once in a while I throw it in like at work and I still don't know what it means. So I'm dropping it on the assumption that other people don't know what it means. And then
they think that you know?
They're like, Jesus Christ, you hear the fucking
Pontificate.
Because I can't at work
I'm
if I say
Google it.
oh god damn it, and they're like, oh.
See?
Yeah, I do say that a lot. So we ordered this lobster thermidor, guys, at the Bonefish Grill, and let me give you a rundown of what this is. This is a 7-ounce center cut wood grilled filet topped with a rich, creamy thermidor sauce made with lobster, crab, sherry, garlic, and lemon juice. Now, I would like to appeal directly to the marketing team at the Bonefish Grill. Sponsor this podcast.
Please.
Because I've been telling anybody with ears this week how fucking fantastic. And it bothers me because it's a limited time offering.
Everything you like is limited.
Everything I like is a limited time offering.
You're a seasonal man.
Do
you want to know what the pontificate means or no?
I believe it means to ponder.
It says express one's opinions in a way considered annoyingly pompous and dogmatic.
Oh, I pontificate a lot.
But also there's another one, and it is related to the Roman Church, the Roman Catholic Church.
That's the way I use it, yeah.
And it says to officiate as bishop.
Okay.
And here's it in a sentence. He pontificated at 3 Christmas masses.
I'm about to pontificate right now. Pontification at last. So
I don't like this beer.
You don't like that beer?
Mm-mm.
The blue raspberry beer? Do you want to switch? Switch with me. Lauren's drinking
I don't want that.
Sultan of Swat Out of Order by RAR. Here, hit me with it. It tastes like a blueberry Dum Dum.
It's not bad. It's just out of all of the beers that I've had tonight, because I've tried 3 other of their beers. Excuse me. And the best one, honestly, was a Captain Crunchberry one, and I only got one of those, and I drank it, and it's gone.
I like this the best.
Number
Sultan of
2
Swat
is Cinnamilk, which is Cinnamon Toast Crunch Milk. Number 3 was the pineapple vanilla one, and this one's last.
Guys,
just so you know.
My Valentine's Day gift for Lauren finally came. So a while ago, I go, what can I get Lauren that she wouldn't get for herself? Because also, Lauren's very hard to shop for, because here's the thing. If Lauren wants something, she just buys it. That's just how it...
not all the time.
Yeah, all the time. If you want something, you go, I think I'm going to buy something. And I go, you should get it. And you go, well, I've already purchased it. That's how you let me know that you've purchased something, is that you say, I think I'm going to buy this. And then you wait for me to say, well, you should.
Well, you always say that.
Right, because you should get something if you want it. I get something if I want it. So I go, what can I get Lauren? So I start doing some research. I go on Google. I'm like, what can I get my fiance that she wouldn't buy herself? So everybody's like, chocolates. I'm like, yeah, Lauren likes a specific type of candy from Sweden. She's got that locked down.
I am obsessed with Swedish candy.
Yeah, Lauren likes a very specific type of candy from Sweden. That's a no-go. That's going to be not good.
Yeah.
They say flowers. I go, I've purchased Lauren countless flowers in our relationship.
I wouldn't say countless, but...
Well, because you stop caring about them. Because flowers are only good for the first couple times. And then you're like, oh, great, a chore. Now I have to find a vase. Now I got to keep these alive. You don't appreciate flowers.
Fuck you. Look around. Look at where we live.
Oh,
Look
I
at
know.
all these plants.
Oh, I know we live in a goddamn platoon
You don't think
set.
I would appreciate a set of flowers?
I feel like I'm hiding from Charlie every time I sit down in our living room. There's palm trees. There's monsteras. There's fucking...
Good. We have clean oxygen in this fucking house. We can breathe. All the weed we're smoking.
Fungal gnats the size of softballs buzzing me at every turn.
Bat them out of the way, bitch.
Fuck these plants. So anyways, flowers are a no-go because you don't care about flowers.
I do.
And flowers are dead. Oh,
No,
you care
they're
about? Well, then
not.
I'll get you flowers. I don't give a fuck. So I go flowers or a no-go. The third thing for some reason was a new mattress, which we could probably use, but our mattress we just got not that long ago.
And I put a mattress topper on it and it feels better.
It is nice. It is nice. But I have thought like, hey, maybe we should go Tempur-Pedic, his side, her side, because I like an incredibly firm bed. I like to sleep on a board. You, not so much. You like a bed that you sink into. It hurts my lower back because of my horrible posture. But then the fourth thing.
Also,
well,
I think Tempur-Pedic, you can like cool and heat. That sounds nice.
you can, yeah. The fourth thing, which is a crazy thing because you like to sleep in the cold and I like to sleep wearing socks and sweatpants and shit. And
I sleep in a sweatshirt.
Yeah, but your bottom half is just
No,
out
I sleep
in the
in a
wind.
sweatshirt and
And
undies.
you're like, why do you have pants on? And I'm like, this is
I
how
hate
I like
that.
to sleep. So I need to have as many barriers between me and my holes.
No.
I sleep in underwear. I sleep in socks. I tape.
He tucks his shit in.
I tape my holes with duct tape before bed, like a wrestler. How a wrestler tapes their
Are you talking
wrists.
about your asshole?
Yes. I take body tape like a wrestler tapes his wrists and his fingers, and I tape from my gooch up my asshole. I make sure that it's airtight and I'm just sealed all the way up like a nice.
He doesn't fart, so it doesn't matter.
Nope, like a nice tucked in package.
You're looking like a Ken doll.
And then like a Ken doll. I fucking I squeeze everything in, and then I pull up another pair of pants, and then I go to sleep. I don't want to be taken advantage of.
I would never.
There was one time.
Oh my god,
not
bro.
my ass.
I've
not my.
never taken advantage of your ass.
Not of my
Maybe
ass.
your dick. That's mine.
There was one time at like 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you had been drinking.
Yeah, we both had been drinking and you passed out. And I said, not today, motherfucker.
That's insane to admit to a national broadcast like this. Oh, real quick. Speaking of national broadcast, I want to give a quick happy birthday to our man Jay on the West Coast.
Oh, it's your birthday, Jay. Happy birthday. How
It's
old
your
is
birthday, Jay. I don't know how old he is, but he's my fucking guy.
Woo!
Shout out, Jay.
He said he wasn't using sound effects, but for you, Jay.
Jay on the West Coast, he's been listening since the Weed Cap days, back when we were the Weed Cap. We still are the Weed. It's the same show. I mean, this is the only
We did
difference.
try to film a regular show for you guys the other night, by the way, and it fucking didn't record. That was great. I had to convince him to do the show. He wasn't even going to do it. And I'm like, no.
No, we did a really banger of a show, but because I'm an idiot and it was my first night smoking weed after coming off this flu.
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to select our soundboard as the audio source.
Yeah.
So it recorded from the microphone built into the laptop, and there was just no saving it. I tried for so long.
Yeah, he did. He was almost in tears. Just so you know, that's how dedicated he is to this podcast, guys.
So the fourth thing that you can get your fiance is supposedly a woman's best friend, a new shower head.
Yeah. Guess what?
A new shower head for your pussy. So I go on Amazon and I take a nice look at the shower heads.
Can I go get another beer?
Go for it. I go on Amazon, I take a nice look at the shower heads, and it says
I'll be back.
I find one and it says women love this shower head. And I'm like, okay, let me splurge a little. Let me get my boo a nice fucking shower head. Now, if there's one thing that you need to know about me is that I keep an extremely clean asshole. You're hearing Lauren open her beer in the background. My asshole, you know, like a cartoon when Dexter's Lab, when his mom is doing the dishes wearing her nice elbow length rubber gloves and she's scrubbing the dishes and the dish is finally clean. And there's that little star that's shaped like an asterisk and it goes ting. That's how clean I keep my asshole, okay?
You could eat off of it.
My asshole, you know the women that they serve sushi off of in Japan, where Japanese businessmen or white businessmen go over to Japan and they will eat a full sushi meal off of a naked woman down her back and her ass.
It's usually the front.
No, it's the ass. I promise you that my asshole is cleaner than the average Japanese sushi naked body. I promise you that. If I do something that's going to make my asshole feel not clean, I go in the shower and what do? On our old shower head, I would take our shower head and I would take it. My brother just texted me the one time I tune in and you're talking about your asshole. Yeah, Liam, I'm talking about my asshole and how clean it is. It's got a nice sheen to it. So I take the old shower head, you turn the setting to the massage setting, okay?
It was also known as the Ass Blaster 3000.
The Ass Blaster 3000. You put a leg up on the bathtub and you take your thumb and you push it over half of the stream. So it's
like a garden hose.
And then you're just playing Pressure Wash Simulator and you're going to town on that little balloon knot. That's what I do. And when I'm done, I swear to God, there's a sound effect. It goes ding, ding. Yes. So I see this new shower head and I go, let me get this. It says it has a high pressure stream. Well, the new shower head comes and let me tell you something. It's a weapon.
Yeah.
It's less of a shower head and more of a punishment for rioters.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's certainly high pressure.
There's a setting on it that makes it a straight stream out of the shower head. And I had no idea that it was, once I hooked it up, I just got in the shower. I thought everything was fine. And I hurt myself.
Yeah.
I really hurt myself. I mean.
You blasted your ass with it?
Oh, it ripped me in half like tissue paper. It was insane.
It's so strong that I was afraid to use it. Like when I turned it and put it on my regular body, I was like, oh my God, like what? Who's doing this?
And here's what happened is I took the regular shower and the regular stream and washed my hair and everything. And then I changed it to the Jet Blast
specifically the butthole
for the Ass Blaster. And it just, oh my God, did it really just give me the business? I mean, there was an audible noise. I went, ah.
No, I heard it.
Yeah.
Because I tried the shower head before you, and you were like, how is it? And I was like, oh, it's fine.
Oh, well, it tore me apart. I can promise you that. So we watched a movie the other day.
Why did we watch it, though?
Because we're retarded?
No, because it said it was based out of Baltimore.
It said it was based in Baltimore.
Which is where we live.
Well, we don't live in Baltimore. We live in a nice suburb of Baltimore, to be honest with you.
That's true. We don't live in Baltimore, but it's the closest real city to us.
We live in a building full of fucking old people. We're like Hollywood Squares. We're boxed in with, by the way, I had to call the Department of Aging on a woman the other day. Here's what happened. Now, there's an old woman who wears a muumuu that is frequently outside at our dumpsters.
She feeds the squirrels and the birds who get trash out of our dumpsters.
Our community dumpsters. She'll be out there in a muumuu spreading corn, peanuts, whatever. And she thinks I'm her grandson. She has severe Alzheimer's. And every time I just talk to her as if I'm her grandson.
Which is the respectful thing to do, by the way.
Well, most of the time I'm stoned and I'm like, am I her grandson? For a little bit. I'm like, holy fuck. Most of the time I'm out of my mind.
You're like, Grandma?
Yeah, I'm like, holy fuck, Grandma, how have you been? I thought you were dead for 10 years now. So that's how that goes. So I go outside the other day. I'm with our dog. Shout out Liberty. Shout out Lib.
She's an American Pit Bull Terrier, if we haven't mentioned that, by the way.
She's brown and white. She looks like a dairy cow. So I take our dog out. I walk over to the dumpsters to throw her poop away. And homegirl is out there, not in her normal muumuu.
Mm-mm.
She is in a t-shirt that she has clearly purchased for some sort of granddaughter. And it's only covering her shoulders and her tits. And it's barely covering her tits. But like she's in pink pajama pants and a t-shirt that she's turned into a bra.
And it was cold out.
It was freezing. It had just snowed.
Yeah.
I'm in a hoodie and a beanie and sweatpants.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey.
No, she told you. She said...
The first thing I was like, hey there, because I'm just trying to go to the dumpster. And she said, I need help.
Oh.
I need help. And I go, how can I help you? I'm thinking that she needs something carried inside.
Yeah.
I'm thinking she needs trash brought out from her condo.
Yeah. Caleb's a good person. He helps old people in our community all the time.
I'm a bit of a Johnny Appleseed for these motherfuckers.
You just have a soft spot. A soft spot for old people.
So anyways, yeah, every once in a while I'll help an old person up in this bitch. So I'm like, yeah, how can I help? And she's like, Linda Schaefer's wearing my shoes on TV.
She said, I'm seeing myself on TV.
I'm seeing. Why are you telling me what she said?
Because you don't remember it correctly. You told me, you literally earlier in this podcast, you were like, I'm drunk, so I'm not going to remember things correctly. You remember the whole fucking story.
First of all, this is how it's going to be. This is a bona fide internet broadcast, okay, that I've set up. And
So are you upset because I called it a podcast?
No. I'm not upset about that. I'm upset that you're telling me how the story went when I'm the one who lived it.
Okay, I'll shut the fuck up.
Finally. Well, don't shut the fuck up because you're probably right. She said something about Linda Schaefer wearing her shoes. She asked me if my dog was working for the CIA. So I started thinking that it's... Go ahead. Oh, she's watching The Fifth Element.
It's my favorite part of The Fifth Element when the blue lady sings.
You know, Chris Tucker was on the Epstein flight logs. Yeah. Yeah, he was
What?
He was a frequent flyer on the Lolita Express. Yeah, Chris Tucker. Ain't nothing better than fucking kids, I tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah, Chris Tucker was he was a
there's a lot of people on that list.
You know who wasn't on that list?
Who?
Phil Collins.
You're in your Phil Collins era.
I'm big in my Phil Collins era. I listen to every time there's no artist. Okay, Phil Collins, I'm just going to put out to you this way, is the only artist that I want to listen to when I'm naked in the shower. When I'm naked in the shower, it needs to be Phil Collins. Earlier, I hit Easy Lover, okay? Mm-hmm. I hit Easy Lover one time. Then I hit Studio.
Mm-hmm. Which, like,
Studio.
You're like, this is a very popular Phil Collins song, and I'm like, I've never heard that.
It's an incredibly popular song. I'm scrubbing away. I'm cleaning dead skin cells. And I'm going
butthole.
I'm ass blasted 3000. Studio.
No. This is the ass blaster 10,000 in there.
I've worked out a different routine.
Yeah, I've noticed when I got in the shower earlier, it was like a half ass blast, half like all over. I've
found an Easter egg betwixt two settings on our shower head. Yeah. I've tinkered away. I was wearing like welding glasses, and I had a hammer back there earlier after you left, and I found a sweet spot that I've now marked with a Sharpie.
Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, okay.
I found a sweet spot that I can just tune it ever so slightly betwixt two settings. And there is the regular stream, but then there's also just a hint of ass blast. Mm-hmm. And that is what I was just using to give me the business. And it really, my brother Liam says Susu Studio rocks. And he's correct. I'm excited to see my brother tomorrow, by the way.
I have to say one last thing about the shower head, and then we can stop talking about it.
Go ahead.
Did you, and I've just been meaning to ask you, did you notice that like the handle part has like a weird... see-through where you can see like water?
Mm-hmm. That's where the filter goes, because only the finest filtered distilled water will touch my asshole. That's why I got the shower head, because I can't be blasting hard water at my asshole.
We have such hard water here.
If I blast unfiltered hard water at my asshole, that's just gay.
Oh, because of how hard it is.
Exactly. It's like a cholo. It's so hard. It's like, yo, what's up? And I can't have that on my asshole. I need something soft and delicate. I need Billy Corden.
I don't know who that is.
Me either. What's that guy's name?
Who?
I'm confusing.
Are you talking about the pillow guy?
No. The My Pillow guy? You think he's soft?
He's promoting a pillow. I don't know.
He's as hard as they come.
Oh, okay. Who are you thinking of?
I've confused two flamboyantly gay people. That's my fault. I do that frequently.
You can't keep them separate.
I've confused James Corden and Billy on the Street.
Oh, I love Billy on the Street.
Sure, that's fine.
Who's James Corden?
The Australian fruit from the night shows.
Oh.
Yeah, so I've confused two flamboyantly gay people. That happens to me all the time. The other day, I was like, was Elton John on Will and Grace? I don't know. That happens. It's a frequent thing for me to confuse two gay people. That's all there is to it.
Is Elton John gay?
Yeah. Elton John is definitely gay. But he's not over the top about it. I mean, he's not Liberace. Do you know?
I didn't know Liberace was gay.
Are you fucking all the boas and sequins? Of course he's gay. You didn't know Liberace was gay?
I never really thought about it. I thought he I thought he was fucking everybody.
Maybe he was. You know, Elvis fucked everybody. A lot of people don't know that.
Elvis was
Elvis
swinging dick wherever. He was just putting in any hole.
Elvis was hitting any hole he could, yeah. And you got to respect that.
He would have loved Ashley Madison.
Oh, my God. You get on Ashley Madison and swang that thing around, please.
Did he have a hog?
Elvis? I don't think Elvis had a hog.
Can't imagine he would.
I don't think Elvis had. I think Elvis was. Here's what happened, okay, is that Elvis met his wife when she was very young, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When his wife was very young, they got married, and then she got a karate instructor, and Elvis had sex with a bunch of women. He cheated on her all the time. And then his wife had sex with the karate instructor. And that devastated Elvis. He could never shit again. He died of constipation. He held it all inside.
Wow.
A lot of people don't know that about Elvis, but I've shared it with you here tonight.
Wow, guys, that's breaking news.
Yeah, it is breaking news, isn't it? Well, you know, a lot of people don't know that Elvis, I think he fucked her one more time after that. And he gave her the, how you doing? Was this how I fucked you? That's, a lot of people don't know that, you know?
That's a little piece of Elvis history for you.
Of course. Now, I've never been to Graceland.
I was going to say, did you learn that at the Graceland or you didn't know? Because you wouldn't travel.
I've never, what do you mean
I don't even know
travel?
where that is.
I've traveled with you. We've
Nowhere
gone places.
far.
Where? Where's the furthest we've been?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was a very long drive.
That's pretty
the
fucking...
longest drive of my life.
Oh my God. Out of our minds.
Crammed in the back with my fucking mom.
Hitting dabs at every stop and then getting in the car and being claustrophobic. That was the worst time of my life.
I think we had a cart then.
No, we were hitting the Yokan pen.
Good. I used to love that.
Yeah, well, who wouldn't? It was nice. It was nice to get high. Speaking of which, I'm going to take my first hit of the evening right now. If
you haven't gotten any?
No, I have not. I wanted to stay not sober because I've been drinking like a fish, but I wanted to make sure that...
You want to make sure the first half of this podcast went okay. That's what he was trying to say. He's hitting the cart. I'm not sure what strain that is. I think it's cookies.
It's blue cheese. Thank you for asking. Colta, blue cheese. Shout out Colta.
We've had that cart for a little bit because we were sick.
We have had that for a little bit. I just can't get over Gene Hackman dying, you know? Now, I can't quite name one of his... that... You ever get one of those hits that just kind of snakes up on you?
Snakes up on you. I'm curious how he died.
Well,
tell him your theory.
Well, it's not my theory. I read it on a Yahoo comment. So
well, tell him on the Yahoo comment.
Here's what happened, according to
some random online.
Trump and Christ 420.com. So here's what happened. His wife had a medical emergency. She's in the bathroom. She's taking medication. She has a medical emergency. She falls. Mm-hmm. Okay, the pills.
Medication everywhere.
Pills go everywhere. The German Shepherd, being a Nazi, is like, let me eat these pills.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
She dies. Dog eventually dies. Gene Hackman, being 95 years old, comes and finds his wife. His wife is dead on the floor, and he goes, hey, I got to get help. He's down in the mudroom putting his shoes on. He falls over. He has a cane. He's 95 years old. He falls over, can't get up, dies.
Or reverse that. Maybe maybe they were trying to get him somewhere because he was having a medical emergency, and she was trying to get medication for him. And in the worry of whatever was happening to him, he fucking dies, and then she dies of a heart attack as well.
Well, let me throw this your way. Okay. They're in the bathroom. She's just stepped out of the shower. He's already showered.
Oh my God. They're clothed.
No. She's toweling off. Okay. And he says something like, because he's 95.
Yeah.
He says something like, I wouldn't mind putting my iron in that fire. And she's like, oh, yeah. Oh, you want to put iron in fire?
That's fucked up.
No, this is just what I'm wondering. Somebody's calling into the show here.
Should we answer?
Yeah, we'll answer real quick. Somebody's calling into the show. Let's see what's going on. You're on WCR 42069.
Did you turn on the soundboard?
You're on 42069 WCR.
You're not. Can't hear you.
This is interesting. This is the first time this has happened. I don't know what's going on here. Oh.
I know.
I don't know. So that's a shame.
The call's not working?
No, it wouldn't work. That's fucked up. I don't know how to fix it. Everything's the sounds are all of the settings are the same.
Crazy.
I have no idea what the fuck's going on. Literally all of the sounds are the same. For all the settings. So I don't know.
It's fucked up, guys.
It is fucked up. I don't know what the fuck that was. What's going on here? So anyways, she says, oh, you want to put iron in this fire? And he's like, I wouldn't mind. So then he sticks it to her. Mm-hmm. Probably doggy style over the sink. Mm-hmm. And he's using his cane for leverage.
Sure.
Okay. He completes.
At 95?
Absolutely he completes. I mean, hey, someone in your family's close to 95 and told me they crave the touch of a woman on Christmas.
Al Barnes.
What's going on here?
What is happening?
What is happening on this godforsaken fucking soundboard?
Hello?
You're on WCR 42069.
Hello? Who's there?
Al, I'm just going to go ahead and say my phone announced your name so you don't have to do a character this evening.
What's up?
What's up, buddy?
Announce me.
I don't know.
I have no idea. I literally, the first time I tried to answer, you were there, and then we're talking about how Gene Hackman died. Now, can I run you through my theory real quick?
Yeah, well, as long as it's not carbon monoxide poisoning, what the liberal media wants you to believe.
I agree 100%.
No, it wasn't.
So here's my theory, okay? Is that his wife stepped out of the shower. Now, she's wrapped in just a towel, okay?
Love it.
Gene Hackman comes up. He sees this. He puts on his readers, and he says something like, now, I'm not saying, this is not a direct quote. This is saying something like this was said, okay?
Okay.
I'd like to put my iron in that fire. Okay? He says that. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Okay, are you following me?
I'm following you. I'm locked in.
Now, the wife says, oh, that sounds like a good idea.
That does sound like Gene Hackman's wife.
That sounds exactly like Gene Hackman. It's commonly known that's what she sounds like. So then he sticks it to her, okay? Probably doggy style over the sink. Maybe the towel doesn't even come off.
No, it doesn't count as doggy style if she's standing up.
Wow, that's a question I had never thought about. It's not really doggy style. What would you call that? I would call that it's very Greek. It's very Roman. I would call it the Mediterranean.
I like that.
Yeah, so
Also garbanzo beans, chickpeas,
yes.
leafy greens.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly correct. So he hits her with that. He completes himself. Now, she, from a Gene Hackman lovemaking, it stops her heart.
Oh.
Yeah, even at 95, he's throwing it down like you wouldn't believe.
Well, that still leaves Gene and the dog.
Well, hold on. I'm not done, okay?
All right.
Now, Gene Hackman fucks her to death. Are you following me?
I've got that.
Yeah, Gene Hackman just absolutely destroys her over the counter. She goes into cardiac arrest. She falls over, knocking over a bottle of pills, okay?
Okay.
The dog is now munching those pills. Gene Hackman has to take his semi and tuck it into his sweatpants. And then now he is running and he gets to the mud room. He's running for help. He falls over at 95 years old. He can't get up and he dies.
Jesus.
Yeah, but the most important thing is that he died doing what he loved, an Asian woman.
Drugging a dog.
Al, how are you doing this evening, sir?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. I'm eating some Twizzlers. For some reason, I remember them being good, but I'm not having a great time.
No, the only good Twizzlers are the pull apart kind.
Have you ever had like those rainbow Twizzlers they came out with?
I would never.
Yeah, you grew up a little too country for that.
Yeah. He wasn't allowed to have them in his house.
No.
Your uncle was gay.
Hey,
Yeah, but even he was like, that's enough.
They've taken Twizzlers. That's too far.
Yeah, I remember we went to...
Yeah.
I remember one day he was... This is how gay my uncle was, is he's like, I want to go to Towson Mall because they've built a Lucky Brand jeans denim bar. And I was like, what's that? He's like, it's a bar, but for denim. It's like you walk up and you say your size and they bring you over like a drink. And I was like, okay, let's go. So we went to Towson Mall. He visited the denim bar at the Lucky Brand fucking denim company. He bought a pair of jeans. And then we went into the Abercrombie and Fitch and he
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
a lot of fucking mo's in here.
You can't go to the Towson Mall anymore. It's unsafe.
I was like, yeah, including you. You're gay. And he was like, yeah, but like these guys are fucking, you know, these guys are a couple of fucking
There it is. There's a button.
yeah.
The soundboard in full effect.
He said he wasn't going to use sounds.
Well, he lied.
That's
Now,
right.
what do you think? Is there still like a good mall?
No.
No, all of the malls are gone or they've been taken over.
You could go to like an outdoor mall.
Yeah. You could go to an outdoor mall.
I don't know if that counts though.
I mean, it counts if you don't mind a couple of
I don't.
yeah. So, I don't know. There's no good malls anymore. Now, let's get back to you. You're about to be a Faja.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah, papa. We're on the cusp of delivery, basically.
Wow.
Tell me about, now, if I'm correct, you only tried one time before conception.
Yeah, got it in one.
Got it in one. The first time you
That's pretty
decided.
good
That's
odds.
insane. The Barnes family clan is so fertile. I've said that for a long time. I've been on record saying, wow, those Barnes boys are fertile as hell.
That's true. Got a lot of plump nuts in the family.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of plump nuts. Spilled all over that RV in your barn.
Yep. Got a real moose knuckle when I wear jorts.
Now tell me, Al, because we've been speaking speaking a lot over the past 2 weeks. We've been speaking a lot for 10 years, if you want to, you know, it depends on how you look at things, but we regularly spend a couple hours on the phone together. Tell me this. Explain to me all of the free time you're going to have once the baby's born.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be off for 2 weeks, so just chilling with the baby.
Yeah, but
What about the needs of the baby?
no, it's not about the needs of the baby. It's about Al's looking for projects.
I am a project guy.
Al's looking for something to keep himself busy. This is how good of a father Al's going to be, and I truly believe this. Al is going to be the best father of all time. Being a father is going to be so first nature
Natural.
to him. Yeah. He's not even going to have to think about being a father.
He's going to need to have other things to do.
Lord forbid, when those kids get old enough to eat a hot dog in like 2-3 months,
What?
When that kid gets old enough to nibble on a hot dog,
No.
Al's work is over.
They start with little baby Vienna sausages before they eat hot dogs.
Yeah,
Well-
yeah, you gotta build them up.
Yeah.
I will say, I think one of my favorite things about the conversations I've had with Caleb recently is there doesn't seem to be a lot of understanding of like how slowly a baby develops. Because when we were talking, he's like, "You gotta get the outlets covered." I'm like, "Not for a baby. Like they can't lift their head for like 5 months."
He doesn't know anything about babies.
Yeah, but you know.
Well, I mean, he hasn't needed to.
Yeah, let's make me out to be the villain because I'm worried about Al's kid getting shocked.
Well,
What
I
a piece
will
of
be
shit I
honest.
am.
I will be honest. Most people do all of that shit before they have babies, but like there is certain things like you don't have to like keep your cabinet shut when your baby is fresh out the womb. It's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
lays there.
Listen, this is not a matter of shutting cabinets. This is a matter of Al
Electrical.
doing graphic design while the kid is
I
fresh
think
out
he
of the
could.
womb.
I think he could.
This is a matter of Al needing to fill a couple hours in the mornings.
Well, you need a new logo.
No, you fucking nailed the logo. I've already told you that. How many times have I told you fucking nailed the logo? We were talking earlier about the lobster thermidor from the Bonefish Grill, and that's what really is getting me going.
I figured that'd come up
Oh my god, it was
You
incredible.
already told Al about it?
Of course.
several times.
Yeah. He said he's been telling everyone.
Al's going to dinner with Parker on Saturday.
Get that.
But they need to stay somewhere close to our area because Al's wife could go into labor at any point.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I suggested that they go where we went with Parker because the filet thermidor was so goddamn good. It's dominated my thoughts. I almost canceled the show tonight to take Lauren back there, but I wanted to drink.
Wow.
It would be really funny if I just like I pretended I didn't know and I was like, Parker, let's go to the Bonefish Grill.
Parker's so nice. He'd be like, okay.
Yeah. We'd be like,
actually, let's talk about the thermidor.
Actually, I was there recently, and there's a dish I just got to try. Let me tell you something. I can't say enough good things about the thermidor, but if you went there and you didn't get the thermidor, our friendship would never recover.
Yeah, I haven't been to Bonefish in probably about a decade, if I had to guess.
Yeah, it's not.
No,
a
that's
place that
fine.
people talk about.
But I just want to reiterate. Remember how you thought I was a real motherfucker about the mac and cheese burger that you didn't order at the Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, I was so mad when I finally had it, and it was spectacular. I mean, I was like, I didn't even speak to Jackie. She's sitting across from me. I was just stewing. There was nothing nice I could say because I was so mad at how good it was.
So if this, let me tell you something. If the mac and cheese burger at the Cheesecake Factory was a skirmish, the filet thermidor is World War III.
Wow.
That's serious. Now a filet, it's got to be steak. What are we talking price-wise?
Oh my God, I think it was
$37.99, worth every penny.
Jeez.
I will fucking Venmo you.
I got a terrible salad when I went. I regret my choice.
That's because you ordered like a piece of geish.
You can't order like a piece of gas,
You went and you said, you know what I would like tonight? Me and my vagina will have a nice Cobb salad, which is the neediest salad for a vagina.
It had mango in it.
There's no salad that exists that sounds like it was more for the vagina than the Cobb salad.
There was a fart.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. Well, the cool thing about my phone is I also have a soundboard on my phone.
Is that why they were?
Oh wow.
Oh, that's Inception. Inception.
I was like, Al's just farting.
I hate this.
Do not come.
I don't have that button.
You just got what do you got there? A little soundboard on your phone? This is my chance to be condescending about our soundboard. I've been waiting for this.
Okay.
What do you got there? A little soundboard?
Yeah, I got a little soundboard.
Just a little soundboard, huh?
Just a little one.
Mm-hmm.
My nigga.
Lauren.
I didn't say that. Why do you have my voice effect on?
That's fucked up.
Yeah, how's that phone soundboard doing over there, buddy? Well, let me tell you something. I'm not amused. This is devolving into something. We've been going.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is going down real fast.
Yeah, all right, let's call it a night. I hope that you have a great night, and I genuinely hope that your kid doesn't come in the middle of the night, because that would suck to resent it right off the bat like that.
It's a concern that I have.
Can you? Because you know what? One thing I know about you is that you hate to be deprived of sleep.
Oh.
Yeah, tough having a kid, but yeah.
Al is not a guy who wants to be up before he wants to be up. He wants to be on a leather couch blasting farts into it, wearing jeans and for some reason.
He sleeps in jeans?
Every time. Al somehow wears cargo shorts all day but puts jeans on to sleep. And I think it's so it's because the blasting he does in the morning would rip through your average pair of cargo shorts. He needs denim.
Yeah.
He had to go to the denim bar at the Lucky Brand Denim and go, what can withstand what I'm doing?
I'm gonna need something with a leather backing.
Yeah.
What do we have?
I need your thickest.
System.
Let me get your thickest pair of jeans and a seamstress. Yeah, I mean it's crazy, but if there's one thing I know about Al is that if you wake him up in the morning, he's not happy.
Before he's ready.
He's not happy. He's a grumpy Gus.
Mm-hmm. I throw fits.
Yes. Yeah, you're such a fucking brat.
You're not very nice in the morning either, Caleb.
Oh, I get up early as fuck. What are you talking about?
You get up early as fuck, but you're not nice. You're grumpy.
I'm not nice ever. But Al's such a nice person that it's noticeable in the morning. Al, I hope you have a great night. I love you.
Keep us posted.
Godspeed. Thanks for sorry the character didn't work out because your phone spoiled it.
It literally was like call from Al Barnes. It's never done that before.
Yeah.
Not that you've done a character on the show before. It was just never, my phone's never announced.
No, I was so excited to do it for the first time.
Well, I apologize. Good luck. Let me know about the kid.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys.
Bye.
See ya. And that's it for WCR 42069 tonight.
Oh.
Oh.
Thanks for listening if you listened.
We gotta go.
We gotta go shower.
I already showered. I already showered.
Cleanest asshole.
About to give Lauren the gene.
What's a gene?
Hackman experience. Over the bathroom counter, yeah. No.